Hey everyone, welcome back to Get Couged. My name is Mitch Cougar, and you know what time it is. It's time for Cougz Reviewz! Alrighty, so I just wanted to do a review of this movie in particular because it is something I was dying to see as soon as I found out it was coming to cinemas, and that is, of course, Happy Death Day 2. Now, the reason I'm really excited about this is because I've seen the first one. Let me just sort this. I saw the first one a couple years ago and I thought it was genius. Genius. I was not expecting it to be as good as what it was. You know, it really is a thriller / horror wrapped around a romantic comedy almost, because it was funny, but so cleverly written, because there were hints of horror and thriller and slasher in it, you know. So for the fact that there was going to be a sequel, I was really excited, because I was like, where can they take this? What are they going to be doing with it? How can they make a sequel when, you know, in the first one, they kind of wrapped it up. Now, the movie itself, I'm not going to go into any spoilers, but I thought it was so good because I found myself just lost, because I had no idea what was going on, even though it was kind of the same thing. And to explain, the movie, if you don't know what it's about, is kind of like a Groundhog Day thing, where she keeps repeating the same day for reasons I will explain, because it's not actually a spoiler. She keeps getting killed. So for them to redo that, like rehash this storyline, I was like, oh, okay, it could be like watching the same thing and that would get boring. But it was really interesting because there were differences, and finding out those subtle differences was what made me so intrigued to keep watching the movie. Yeah, so it wasn't boring, even though it was the same thing. It's very hard to explain. The differences between the storylines from this one and this first movie were really good, you know. It was just enough, and there were other storylines going on. And yeah, no, it was really engaging. Like, I'm just saying the same thing, and it's kind of, you know, almost paying homage to what the movie is about. But the one thing I will say didn't nail it for me was the fact that what made the first one so interesting was watching all the ways that she got murdered. You know, she was constantly being murdered. This one, it's not quite the case, and it may seem like that's a spoiler, but it is something that I went, during the movie for, and I don't want you to have that feeling, because if you like the first one, you will like this one, but you will have that moment, and that to me was what makes this not as good as the first one, but a very successful sequel at the same time. You know, they even kind of explain why she's trapped in a time loop as well, and which I thought was really interesting. It could have made it really dumb and, you know, one of those, okay then, movies, but you kind of go into it and then you think, you know what, I believe it, and I'm okay with it. So yeah, no, Happy Death Day 2 was really good, and it really is a successful sequel because they keep what makes the first one really interesting, but then up the ante by changing it only slightly, because if they really changed it to make it a separate movie, it wouldn't have made sense. It wouldn't have worked for me. So yeah, and the actress, whose name I just don't know because she really isn't in anything else, is genius. She is brilliant in this movie, as she was in the first one. She just embodies exactly the kind of mood you think you would probably be in if you kept repeating the same awful day. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up. Happy Death Day 2 for me is a 4-star movie because it is really good, but like I said, that moment where you just go, oh, okay, really actually takes off 1 whole star for me, not just half. And it's nothing special, you know, people won't like this movie, but I think it's genius. You know, it's creative without trying too hard. So yeah, that's going to be it for me. Mitch Cougar here, signing out. Don't forget to subscribe to all of my social medias. Get Cougar on Facebook, Mitch Cougar, one word, for my Snapchat, and Cougz Reviewz with Z's for my Instagram. And all of my videos should be uploaded onto YouTube as well for your reviewing pleasure. Alright guys, have a good weekend. See you later, bye. Blah. It's time for Cougz Reviewz!